Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Tech Showdown. My name is Kevin, and today we're going to be doing an unboxing and overview of the MSI Gaming 4G GTX 970. But I said that we would be doing the Power Color PCS Plus 290 versus the Vapor X 290 next video. Well, that is true. But I just got this and I thought you guys would like to see it straight away because the 970 and 980 just came out very recently. Plus, you guys like a bit of teasing, eh? We'll draw it out a little bit, huh? Bit of teasing, huh? Ah, you don't know what I'm talking about. Alright, let's get into the GTX 970. And I'm wearing my velvet jacket again because I know you guys love it so much. So, before we get into the unboxing, I'll tell you a bit about the 970 if you're unaware. So it's the little brother to the GTX 980, which I will be getting my hands on very soon. So I'll try my best to get that, but I got my hands on the 970 first. So yeah, it's a little brother to the 980, but it's very similar in when I was looking over everything to how AMD did the 290X and the 290, in the sense that well, I'll just explain it to you. So it's the same GPU, the GM204 Maxwell GPU in the 970 and in the 980. And the exact same memory, just like the 290X and 290 have the exact same memory speed, everything. The 970 is just the same. There's no difference in the memory at all between the 970 and 980. So in terms of memory, it's, if you didn't get from the 4G, I'm guessing, because this is a twin Frozen 5 cooler. So it's 4 gigabytes at 7,000 megahertz. But what's interesting is that it's on a 256-bit memory bus. So you guys might be thinking, whoa, like wasn't the 780 Ti and 780 in that? Weren't they all on the 384-bit memory bus and aren't the 290s on 512-bit memory bus? Yeah, that is true. So it is dropped down. But I'll explain to you a bit later about why they've kind of done that. So, well, what's the difference then if it's the same, if it's all got the same memory? Well, it's the GPU, just like the 290. We'll get this out. Just like the 290X and 290, they've just dropped down the CUDA cores and texture units on the 970 compared to the 980. So it's got about 20% less than the 980. So that's where they dropped down. They've also dropped down the clock speeds a bit, just like AMD did with the 290 and 290X. So a lot of similarities there. But let's see the accessories that come with this MSI. This is quite stuck for some reason. You will reveal your secrets to me. Okay, so apparently that was the hardest accessory box ever to open. But once it has revealed its secrets, we see, wow, really? DVI to VGA on a 970? For those people out there, I suppose. 6-pin to 8-pin power adapter. What else do we have in here? Wow. Oh, is that a poster? Nope, not a poster. Just a bizarrely huge manual. Okay. This is just product information. Oh, it says pictures of all the teams and that are sponsored by MSI, including Fanatics League of Legends team there. Good old Sex Peke. You guys that don't know anything about League will have no idea who I'm talking about. You guys that do, you'll know what I'm talking about. We carry on and we see, oops, move these over as well. Wow, this is actually really nice. A big, full-size mousepad, gaming mousepad. Nice material too that it's made out of, and it's quite thick too. This is actually really good. Usually, and I know this isn't the first time that they've done this, because Sapphire's done it for a while, but they include kind of really small mouse pads, and they're really plasticky and not that good. But this is like a real proper one, so props to MSI. That's actually a really, really good mouse pad. Okay, so now that we've got to the graphics card, let's have a talk a bit more. So, we'll talk about some of the technologies with the new GTX 970 and 980, and then we'll go on to this card more specifically. Open this up. Okay, So, the reasoning behind the 256-bit memory bus, remove before gaming, God, who would leave that on? Your fan's not going to spin. So the reason behind the 256-bit memory bus, since we finally got that sticker off, is because the new GTX 970, 980 have better memory compression and caching to make up for it, basically. And another feature is a dynamic super resolution or super sampling AA, which renders the scene at a higher resolution, then downscales it for better graphics. This is particularly true on older games. Multi-frame MFAA, if you're unaware, multi-frame anti-aliasing, which is much more efficient than MSAA and doesn't take as much GPU power, so that's another cool feature. And VXGI illumination technique, which you won't really see for a while, so there's not really much point talking about it right now. So looking at the cooler itself, we can see the two big fans here. These are 10cm Torx fans, which look really, really good. And every second fan is kind of like the inside is a bit different on it. It's kind of smoothed out and has a little hump on it. And that's apparently going to reduce noise by about 5%, but also improve the cooling efficiency of the fans. Down below we have the airflow control, which is built into the heatsink itself, so this will help direct airflow towards the heat pipes, of which there are two 8mm heat pipes and two 6mm heat pipes, which is really good to see. They also have their pseudo pipe, which is what these are apparently, or super pipe, I suppose you'd say it is, which is improved efficiency. They're saying up to 40% improved efficiency, which is good to see. And there's also their zero frozer technology, so that's going to stop the fans. They're not going to spin until the temperatures get high enough, and then they'll start to turn on. I'll discuss all of this at greater length and how it works when I do the full showdown with this card. And also the fans work independently of each other, which I'm not really sure the reasoning for that is on a twin fan card, but there might be a reason for it. And so yeah, and the heatsinks themselves of the Twin Frozer 4, I can tell already, are much larger. So that's also good to see. So this cooler is looking pretty like a heavy hitter, and it looks like a vast improvement over the Twin Frozer 4. So now that we've discussed the cooler, go to I/O is, okay, this is just standard. What we've come to expect, so HDMI, gold-plated HDMI. That's nice to see. DisplayPort, DVI and DVI-D, so pretty standard stuff there. We're not seeing anything out of the ordinary there. This is HDMI 2.0, I believe, on this one, which means that you'll be able to run 4K monitors at 60 Hz rather than getting stuck at 30 Hz, which nobody likes. SLI fingers up the top. That's all pretty standard. No backplate here, which might be a letdown for some people. This MSI logo illuminates, I believe. Yes, there are wires going to it. Yes, so this MSI logo should light up. So that'll look quite good as well. Now, in terms of speeds, this card also has their military class components, so high C caps, super ferrite trokes, and solid caps technology in it. So that's going to help you for overclocking. And it'll just improve the lifespan of the card as well. It should just last a little bit longer than the usual components. So, that's in theory, by the way. So we're seeing no change to the memory speed. So reference memory speed on it, but we are seeing a change to the, well, I mean, when I say reference, I know there isn't a reference 970, so, but, you know, it's the same as the reference 980, I suppose we could say. Core clock speeds though, so on OC mode, this thing's going to boost up to 1279 megahertz, which is crazy high. So, and I know there's probably going to be higher ones with the 970s, but that's just, you know, coming from the previous generation cards, the GK110s. That's pretty high straight out of the box to go up to that. Up top, we're seeing a single 6-pin and single 8-pin power connector, so pretty standard there. And that's going to round out this overview. Sorry it was a little bit messy, there's just kind of a little bit to cover, but I'll try go over everything a bit more in depth and just try cover all the bases when I go to do the showdown with this card. Which leads me to the next thing. So, the first showdown I'm going to do, after obviously we do the Power Color PCS Plus versus the Vapor X, which I'll be doing very shortly. So the first one I'm going to do is the winner of my King R9 290, whichever it is, the Vapor X or the Power Color. I'll be putting that one up against this, the 970, because a lot of people say like why the 290 isn't even relevant anymore, that the 970's out. And I can kind of see where they're coming from, although in New Zealand, pricing wise, a 290 is going to be a lot cheaper still than a 970. For right now, that might change in the future. As the 970s, the 290s have kind of come down in price, and the 970s are coming in quite high, obviously, because they're brand new. So I'll be doing that video, but after I've done the top 290 against this 970, what video do you want to see? Do you want to see this 970 up against a 780 or a 780 Ti, or what do you want to see it against? I should hopefully get a 980 as well, so I'll do those videos against each other, which is a bit of a no-brainer doing the 970 against the 980. But let me know in the comments below what you guys want to see me put this, what to put up against this GTX 970. Anyways, I thank you for watching this review. Sorry it's a bit more all over the place, but I hope you enjoyed it nonetheless, and I'll see you guys next time on Tech Show.